Hey guys, oh my god, 96 followers. 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So like four more followers to go till I get to 100 followers. In today's TikTok, I'm gonna be talking about my day and how that went while I mukbang the shit out this video. Um, So basically, how this went the day, um, I did something that what I wasn't proud of. I'm never proud of. I'm never really proud of applying for a job just because I'm all about being self-made. I'm all about being a self-billionaire, self-made billionaire, self-made trillionaire, right? That's all I preach. That's all I live by. But sometimes life gets really hard. But in saying that, I really have to preach and I have to believe what I preach and I have to say that when you are your downest, when you are your lowest, when you have nothing, that's when you have to pray extremely harder. That's when you have to believe in yourself extremely harder. That's when you have to believe that you're like you can't there's no way to go down. There's no way to go but up. There's no like and if you go dig to China, like go to China, like we're made in China, like everything is made in China. So like you know what I mean, like go to China where like everything is like like so but like when you're your lowest, when you're your lowest, like there's nowhere to go. Like you can't dig. Like, and if you're digging and digging, I mean, yeah, you can dig your deep ditch, but like when you're when you're down in the dumps and when you're like on the floor, right? Basically, you're not gonna have a shovel and digging. You're not gonna dig yourself a hole, right? You're on the floor, right? And some people will look at you and they will be like, oh, this is a person on the floor, let's kick them. And you know what, they should definitely be afraid of that stuff because they don't know who you are and they don't know the the star that you are. They don't know the present that you are in this world. They don't know the gift that God has bestowed upon you. They don't know that you are such a gift to this world and to your community and to your family, because God made you, and in God we trust. So I mean everything 11 on 11 on the screen as I'm talking about this. God is real. So like if there's anyone out there that doesn't believe in God, or if any like white supremacist is like, oh, God doesn't like God isn't real or whatever, God isn't like whatever, or any racist people are just like God isn't real, like God, like this is where like America was founded on. Like America was funded on God, like God is all about the money. Like God is on the money. And God is such an amazing God. He says in his word that you don't need anybody. And sorry, my phone, it like stopped because like the battery thing came up. The easiest thing to do is to talk to God. People say, oh, how do I talk to him, and all that stuff, and like the and your communion with God, your relationship with God. Yes, and I say relationship and I say communion because these things are very important for you to have and to grow and to flourish in it and to keep on flourishing until the day you die, because it just needs to grow. And you can't risk, you know, not having a connection with God. You can't risk it because, it's hard to believe something that you can't see. Um, and that's not really there, but he's there, he's there. You can't really see with your eyes, but yes, sometimes, the miracles that you see, you really see them, like miracles, you see miracles, right? But at the same time, like, you don't really see a man. Sometimes, yeah, we see angels at all times. We are angels living on this plane, but you know what I mean? We don't see, like, God is God. We don't see God until one day when we are all in heaven. We don't see his face. Like, we don't see his, no vemos su rostro, like, we don't see his face, until, like, someday, and to see his face and to see his presence is such a glorifying thing that, it just doesn't have a price. um I feel that, I don't know what I was talking about, but yeah. Oh yeah. So when you're at your lowest and people want to kick you, down, would kick you on your at your lowest, or people, yeah, like I said, people want to kick you at your lowest, or they don't want to give you a chance or whatever. They don't want to give you a chance. I just feel that, like, karma has a funny way, a beautiful way of showing people, of coming back around, because that's the job of karma. What goes around comes around. And we are all God's children. Even the bullies are God's children. And what I've learned is to leave it all in God's hands, because we really can't do anything about it. I'm not gonna sit here and fight. I'm not gonna sit here and fight fire with fire. Because I'm not concentrating on what I came here to do. And then two, like I said, I'm not, like, concentrating on my craft. I'm not concentrating on my art. I'm not concentrating on, like, I'm wasting my time with time wasters. You know what I mean? So instead of me, like, making money, making, like, whatever, I'm wasting my time with negative people. That's just not how I roll. But yeah, that's it, you guys. I hope you guys have a great night.